everything.
First, when I saw it, because it said, bought it, I'm like, oh, she bought a house.
Oh, I haven't bought a house yet. No,
No.
it's coming. It's there. It's happening.
When do
It's
you
just,
close your new house, this house that you sold?
sorry.
When do you close the house that you sold?
Oh, that I sold?
Didn't you sell your house?
Oh, I sold my house. Yes, I sold.
Yeah.
I'm getting confused. Um, yes, we
Yeah, when
sold
do you
our
guys
house.
close?
Not until September.
Oh, okay. So
But I'm
you,
trying to get it so we can close early. I want to close early because I want to enjoy the pool with my family.
yeah.
It's all about my family, and the sale and the purchase I'm realizing is based upon my purpose, vision, and goals, and knowing my values and living through my values, right? I teach this because it's so pinnacle, it's so foundation to who you are, who's defining you, what are you defining your life through, which scope, and of course, as believers, we define our life as
Through
daughters,
vision.
sons and daughters of God. We are
Exactly.
sons and daughters of God, and that is our purpose, to give glory to God. But there's so much more than that because we have a responsibility, right? To define our
Exactly.
life. Like, what is your life truly about? And so, knowing your values, and mine being love, faith, and freedom. I was saying to my husband, this is being married to Mike's son, and to Grace's son, and Emma. So I'm like, okay, so knowing your values, which I don't know if he does or not, because he hasn't been through my purpose, vision, and goals workshop. How does this house purchase, filter through those values that you have? And he's like, huh? I'm like, well, I'm filtering, I'm thinking about this house purchase and how it aligns with my values of faith, love, and freedom. So I was sharing that with him. And he's like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. Because
No.
it does make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Filtering your life through your values, and everybody has, but if you do not know those top three values, then you're kind of just figuring it out without definition.
Actually, that's it's really good insight, Grace. I should think I know my values, but yeah, if we don't know them, then like you said, well, we're just walking in the dark.
Right? Just kind of letting things happen. But if things are happening and you're like, oh, I know I responded because of that, like it helps so much to give clarity and reason. So you'll have to do the values exercise with me. It's a really great exercise, and
What is it with that? I
helpful.
will. Actually, I'm
Yeah,
intrigued.
yeah.
What exercise is it? And maybe everybody else can do it. And on Monday we can all share, or Tuesday. If we're not
Okay,
doing-
well, I'll share the values PDF with you,
Okay.
in the link. And so so I have a PDF. It's about 50 values, and you go through it, ticking off what you find like really powerful, what moves you, what makes you cry, what gets you excited, what makes you angry, and you narrow it down to 10 values.
Yeah.
And then you start doing the reduction game down to 5 values that are really most powerful. If this value didn't exist, and you play off, you just play the narrowing game of between trust and faithfulness. Which one of the two, if one was to leave and one was to remain, which one would you want to remain? And so as you reduce down to 5 and getting down to 3, that's what you want to do through the whole time of reducing down to your values. If this one, if love and charity and one was to leave, which one would you want to remain the most? And whatever tugs at your, it's your soul or your spirit, or just like your thoughts, cross it off. And don't worry about letting go of, you still have those values. People don't want to do it because they're like, but I value this. You're a great person. Let's get over this, okay? We're defining you. Not
Yeah.
what you think other people should think that you should believe in, right? Or how you think you should show up for other people. What's important to you? So then we get down to those last 3. Yeah.
Wow.
And so it takes days. Like it's when you're taking it seriously, you want to do it slowly, right? You kind of get down to the meat and spit out the bones when you get down to the last 5, getting down to the 3. But if you invest this for yourself, it really is transformational.
Wow. So I think that this is like in the next 2 weeks, we should all, and then, maybe people can share as well. And I would be happy to do it, Grace. I've never done it, and I think it's awesome. And then I can share what I came up with, my 3 values.
Yeah, and then as you chomp on, and chew on those 3 values, you'll just be like, oh, wow, this makes a lot of sense now. Like,
Yeah.
like it's so eye-opening. So yeah, I'm excited for you to do it because
Yeah.
you have a first belief, but until you dig down and you really hold on to it, then we can do some workshops for, for some, different groups of people. I do it in my 90-day intensive mindset mastery
Yeah.
program. I do it for actually for everything. I think about Thinking for a Rich and Barnes and how he, going through the different principles and how he had to stick to different principles in order to accomplish what it was that was in his sights to do. But it's starting there of just getting really honest and real and personal with yourself.
That's
That's
awesome. I am so excited now.
okay. So I'm excited about that too. So I'm filtering this house purchase through that, right? Like
Yeah.
I visualize when we moved into this house, I visualized like it was happening. So I saw my husband is the decorator. He's the visionary person, not decorator, but visionary person that sees spaces and makes changes. And so I take it and I will like envision it as I'm walking through it as it's actually happening. Before it happens, it's happening in my mind, in my body, and right. And when that project was accomplished, I was like, this is exactly how I pictured it to be. And so with this house purchase, it's the same thing. I see my family because the value is family, right? Is that love piece of it. The faith. Well, I need to ask myself some questions. Am I being scarcity? If I'm making choices based upon limitation, or am I really going after what it is that I really want? And it's so funny, Emma, because I was at this yesterday we listened to you speak and it was absolutely amazing. You are such a rock star and I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
You're so good. Did you have fun doing it?
I did. I was a little nervous, and I think I got thrown off when I was going to say who I was, and God had said everything, and I'm like, oh, okay, so I don't need to speak anymore, because I have this. Maybe this is why I need these values, but I realize it in myself that I do have this thing that I don't like to talk about myself. And I don't know. I don't know if I see it as boasting. I don't know if I'm not, or maybe it's the 12 years with my ex, 20 years, 20 more than 22 years with my ex-husband, but especially the last 13 years with him, when I was with him, that I couldn't say what I felt or what I was doing, because it was always seen as I was, better than him or something. So I just always kept quiet. Even with growing the business, I always kept quiet. And climbing, I always kept quiet. But on Wednesday, just very quickly, I had an interview for and there's a documentary that's going to be done. It's called Above the Clouds, and I'm going to be focused in it. And so one of the producers was asking me questions, because they're getting ready to film, and they want to know what each person is going to say. And I started speaking about Jesus and my faith, and my goals and why I climbed and everything. And then she comes out and says, well, how does it feel to be one of only 24 Canadian women? Because I am the first Portuguese woman to do it in Portugal. And because I'm dual citizen. But she goes, one of only 24 women to ever complete the 7 summits in Canada. And I said, what do you mean? It was like, it's over 100 people. And because I knew that. And she goes, yeah, but that's males and females. Females, we've triple checked our research. You're only one of 24. There's only 24. You're one of them. And I'm like, I don't know. I just feel so uncomfortable. So that's what I'm trying to say is like,
Yeah.
I'm not used to, so when I heard
Yeah.
goddess, like read my, and I'm going, oh my God, is that me? I just started feeling so uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what that
So
threw me
good. I
off.
love this. This is real, Emma. It's humility and it's so beautiful because listen, people don't value themselves and they think, who am I? Who am I to do anything? Who am I to say anything? Who am I this and that? And the fact is who are you is that you're a child of God and you have experience, you have life, you have, things that other people can glean and be inspired and learn from. And it's so awesome. But it takes time and that's unpeeling those layers of life, right? And rising up above the shame and the pain and the struggle and moving
Yeah.
everything forward that should come forward. Like anything that the enemy has stolen from you, you're going to get back tenfold, woman, because he's a liar. So before you even know him, before you even knew God, God knew you, and He knew the plans and purposes. But the
I'm
enemy, the sin of this world, tears at that belief.
thinking about how that the enemy speaks, and it goes back to why I'm so excited, I think, to know what my values are, the 50, like that we were just talking about, and doing that exercise that you do. Because I all night I had this darkness, and it was all these doubts and how bad I am and everything, until this morning I woke up and I said, stop, like get away from me, like, and
Yeah.
Jesus, like just tell him to shut up, because I know that you love me, and I know
Yes.
that you're, but it's a struggle. And I think that people, maybe a lot of people, maybe it's just me, that we always think that every day is good and that we don't have to struggle and that we don't have to ask God, but we do.
Do.
And
Yes.
the enemy is so strong that when he sees us happy and succeeding in God, that he attacks. Last night
Yeah.
was horrible for me.
Oh.
So but yeah, but see, I'm feeling better.
Here you are. You rise above it because he has no hold. He can tempt you, and your stuff, your muck can tempt you, but it's rising above that. And we'll talk more about that. So I love that you're going to do the exercise. We'll share the PDF for anybody else that wants to try and do it
Yeah,
with you.
that
It'll
would
be
be
so good.
great. And
I gotta jump out to the other group. I'm sorry. This is such a
I
good conversation.
have a great
I
weekend,
love
everyone.
you.
Are we on Monday or just Tuesday? So I know.
Tuesday. Let's do Tuesday because it's
Let's
a
do
long
Tuesday.
weekend.
Have a great long weekend, everyone.
Happy Canada Day.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Emma. Love you, girl.
You too. Bye.
Bye.